we have the Strat Roulette wheel of Zerg, Cheese, and Advanced Pro Gamer MLG strategies. And we will be executing it. Of course, we're going to have to fill in those strategies. Twitch chat. What do we have? We're looking for strategies that are well, you know what? When I see them, I'll know. When I see them, I'll know. The giraffe migration. Of course, these are open to artistic interpretation from me, your resident artiste, Winter. Master artist. Not grandmaster, I'm working on it. Giraffe migration. Proxy hedge. Brenda Nidus. Bane drop. Proxy Spire. I think we're going to be looking at 5 to 6 strategies executed, so we'll put 15 on the board. Widow Mines only, yes. Zerg wishes. Ultra Rush. Oh yeah. German Taxi. Swarm Host. That's it? Alright, you know what? We'll just put, in quotes, Swarm Host. No! Wait, did it work? 12 Pool Drone Rush. So most of these are not cheeses so much as strategies that are not very commonly seen, but observers in all corners. People are really not latching on to the whole Zerg part of this, it seems. But that's okay. Overlord cloaking device. It's a good one. Six roach all in. It's so boring and specific, I gotta put it on the board. And the screen broke. Jimmy! What? Jimmy, how did you screw this one up? I don't even understand. Why are there 2 windows? Oh my god, Jimmy opened up another window. Burrow at rush blocks. I like that. I like that. Alright, we got some spicy ones. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. A dozen cheeses on the board. Let's... New subscriber detected. Thank you, Regium.
Regium915 is chilling for 34 months.
Let's spin the wheel. As I spin the Q timer. Bane drop. Boring, but potentially exciting. Something a little pedestrian to start off. Bane drop it is. Alright, your resident artiste will be attempting to execute Bane drop. I'm not sure who gets credited for that one. But against Protoss, I believe we haven't played. Alright, Beckett Industries. Oh, hits me with the U2. Okay, I don't think we're in Masters. Do we do predictions? I don't know. Predict how many likes this video will get on YouTube. Did you guys enjoy the Age of Empires 4 knockoff? Well, not Empires 4, but the Age of Empires somehow not copyright infringement ad for the mobile game? Yeah, I've been getting that one on mobile. Good times. I don't... As much as I like my music. I also like my music. Alright, so Bane drop. Fun fact, when Legacy of the Void first came out, all you needed was an Evo chamber to Bane drop. Like, to create a Dropper Lord. Back before Legacy of the Void, you required pneumatized Carapace. Which was layer tech, it was 200, it was expensive. Unlike gifting 5 subs to the people during September for 20% off. T-Biscuit, thank you for educating us. But with Legacy of the Void, individual Dropper Lords, all you require now, well, you require a lair now. Originally it was an Evo chamber. And originally it didn't have a different look. Each Overlord, you couldn't tell if it was a Dropper Lord or not. So this created some very interesting, think about early game ZVZ. Like how Ling Bane is such a thing. Now think about one Overlord just hanging out at the front of your natural. Yeah, that was the real strat. But then they eventually added a different look to the Dropper Lord. And that strat became less effective, and then it became even less effective when eventually Scarlet, I blame Scarlet for this, got the Dropper Lords nerfed into being a lair tech thing. As Scarlet was a big fan of the early Dropper Lord links, the elevator builds. But we'll probably, well, eventually Bane drop, we will see. But he's going for... Are there a couple of deaths? Hello? Stalkers. Ah, yes. Like Adepts, but worse. And more expensive. I know those well. Sorry, it's hard not to default into my standard macro builds. Get the lair started. Well, gotta be a little careful here. When in doubt, more queens. Should have the current strategy on the screen somewhere, somehow. We're at 4 minutes. There's a chance. Like, I don't think he has a Stargate, but I think putting one circling outside the base is not a bad bet. And wait, did he just charge? Or did he just walk out there? Of course, I'm using Korean Abathur like a educated individual would. The gravitas, or as they say in Korean, gravitas is there. Now, the question is whether we want to try to end it with the first Bane drop. If you don't have +2 melee attack, you don't one-shot approach. Still need 2 hits. Load up the next one. Was ist das? Alright. We don't like your kind around here. Now we see if we see what he's warping in. I mean... If he is at all. Oh, we just went. Okay, he went home. Been spotted. Abort. All right. Looks like he's gonna come down, kill that overlord, which is gonna open up a great timing. I think. No, he's got a third. Let's try to time this out here. Baneling speed as well.
Is that all?
Jam 5185 is chilling for 3 months. What is up here? Let's get that cheese dropping.
Well, that slows him down. Not as satisfying as having the +2, I will say. But still, a good effort. Of course, following up with ultras is the only real strat
Long
here.
guy is chilling for 5 months.
Thank
Just
you.
to be clear, it's not that I love you, I just had commercials low.
Hi, thank you for your clarity. Another round loaded like that should slow down his opportunities. Also, remember, he still has a prism, which is a little concerning. I have a little too much gas. Oh, okay. Oh, well, that overlord, that was a... No, wait, this was the dropper. Okay. +1's on the way. Turn as many things into banelings as possible. Good reaction. But we can roll in. Here's he's very intense. Very loud. Well, he was looking the other way. +2 started. 5 tech started. Another round of banelings, of course. He's got Colossi, but how many drones? 60 drones? The danger with Protoss is that their units are very, like, you need a lot of banelings to kill Protoss units. A lot of baneling. Except probes. Probes a little easier. I think it's somewhere around 88 banelings to kill an arc. Okay, it's like 17, but still. Oh yeah, of course we gotta get the burrow upgrade. What am I doing? How's that hive coming along? Now the question is, do we wait for +2 attack? Still halfway out. Loading up another drop. And well, here you go, the double ultra. Honestly though, ultra's not bad at all against a like Gateway Colossus army. They're not like, it's when you get any of the good Protoss units, which are anything but Stalkers and Colossi. That's when they struggle. But here's the plan. We're gonna force him into an all-in as my ultras pop out, and then we chew them up, and then spit them out. Politely. Like, with like a pinky finger up or something. That's how you're polite, right? Burrow done. Gonna burrow on those bases. Double ultra cavern. 3 ultras on the way. Okay. Ultras do take a bit. +2 attack is done, which means one-shotting probes. bring in the drops. He's running.
군단이 진화했음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
He's been hurt. He got hurt by the drops.
진화 완료.
He doesn't like the drops. That much is very clear. Here comes. I guess the probes are coming with him.
광물지대
The probes don't want to live at home anymore, and you know what? Can you really blame him?
변이.
So you know what this tells me is he doesn't have an observer.
군단이 진화했음. 광맥 고갈됨.
Get him! Get the Colossi! Ultra's still not that great! A couple more shits in. The Ultra's struggling pretty hard! GG! Okay. Well, let's see. Based on this... Are you telling me I'm a Platinum Zerg? I thought with this season's actions, I would at least be Bronze or Grandmaster, but no. Governor Saul, the Lion, killing three Archons, a Colossus, 2 Stalkers, and... So, are you telling me none of the Banelings killed over 9 probes? That's very sad. Okay. Well, they warm up. We have more dramatic strategies, though. Something a little less mundane. Did I remove... It doesn't remove the Bane drop. Oh, well, yeah. Yep, that could do it. Overlord Cloaking Device. So yeah, that's definitely a little more advanced. The Overlord Cloaking Device is essentially... well, there are a few different options, a few different directions you could go.
Is that all?
One is simply hiding your tech by putting Overlords over it. Like a Brood War kind of strat. Thank you, Blood Name. A second option is like Mass Overseer. To just block out vision of anything. Just generally, the third and least strict but also messiest interpretation is just dropping creep on everything. You know what? We'll see where the ladder takes us.
Oh, a follower.
Thank you, Maximum Moxie.
Is that
Thank you,
all?
everyone.
Maximum Moxie
Can't they
is
just
chilling
tilt
for
the
12
camera?
months.
Are you someone like? If you're not a caster, do you even know what the button to do it is? Tilt the camera. All right, we got Salty Smurf. So maybe some real competition here. I think we start by cloaking important information, and then we work from there. Starter portrait. You know, he's not a barcode, though. I don't know. I'm a little intimidated. But we don't make mistakes. Yeah, why don't people just tilt their monitor when things are in the way?
Oh, good.
Okay?
Now I have your attention.
Maybe take a screenshot of your monitor. Not a screenshot, I'm sorry. Take your phone out, take a picture of your monitor, tilt your phone, boom. There's the spire. You found it. That wasn't so hard, was it? I think we open up, like, Overlord Cloaking Device. Not a cheap strategy. It might be cheap metaphorically, emotionally, but in terms of physical resources, not cheap. Like, in order to build a full laser of overlords, you need a lot of mineral. Let alone any gas if you want to go the overseer route. We'll see once again where life takes us. Overlords. So map makers have gotten quite good. Like, this map is one of the best / worst, depending on who you are, at having balanced but also interesting pervert pillars for your OVs. So, like, you got this here. You got a bunch out on the map that are high grounds that are essentially designed. I mean, they can also be used for observers or your occasional high ground Terran unit. So that Marine right there doesn't have enough vision. That barracks will. So this is a very he's really going for it here. I think I'll lose it, but that's like that's a significant commitment to killing the OV, which makes me pretty fucking suspicious, as they say. Oh my god. What a save! He got the OV, but he's gonna lose the Marines. Which is, that leaves us in a bit of a weird spot. You usually don't build a bunker. Yeah, he's got to make a heli in here. He salvages that. Okay, well, interesting start. We've got speed, not yet though, so that means he doesn't get a reactor for his Hellions. Just one Hellion at a time. Speed is about to finish. Gonna split one. Kill the Hellion. And what do we see? Starport done. Target one SCV and then call it a day. I got one. So what does that tell us? He has very little. Nothing to really worry about right now. We're gonna start a lair. I'm gonna want to get just spore crawlers in a moment. Who knows, maybe he'll go for a liberator. I'm gonna get enough lings. I have an idea. We're gonna mix it in. We're gonna go burrow move roaches. Alright, stick with me. And we're gonna use a mass overlord setup in order to distract from the burrow move. Alright? The bait and switch. Oh no, my OV's dead. But he went Viking first, and Vikings aren't very good at killing your drones. Like, they're not terrible at it, but they're not your first choice for drone killing. So he had no real... Oh, see, this is what I get. Obviously, I'm going to need OV speed. And then +1 care. Wait, did I not even start roach speed? So roach speed also applies to burrow move roaches. They tunnel faster. Whatever. So, whatever it is they do down there. Somehow Widowmines still do it better. We don't talk about that. I don't want to. No, there will be no speaking of widow mines during this cheese hour.
진화 완료.
Not even if my opponent makes them. Not today.
군단 광맥 소진됨. 받아들일 수 없는 명령. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Queue up the tunneling claws. I now have. I want to go to 66 drones. I mean, there's a small chance. Okay, wait. First, activate the cloak, the mini cloak here.
유전자 변형됨.
He doesn't need to see this.
변됨.
Fro guy's chilling for 3 months.
진화 완료.
Our OVs are kind of like pushing each other away, but yeah, good luck. More OVs, also just for supply.
Jackin_Napkin is chilling
Thank you,
for
Jack
14
and
months.
Napkin.
말라버림.
Make sure I have the Hydra Den. I got plenty of drones. Should be making Roach now.
변이 완료.
And got tunneling claws on the way. So here might be an unintended side effect of all this. Is if I make too many OVs, he'll start making turrets, which will detect my roaches. So that definitely, in-game voices are in Latin? You know, I've seen a lot of comments on it, like of various languages. But Latin is a first, I will say. Wow.
군단이 진화했음.
Yes, they have a voiceover in Latin. Carpe diem, my roaches. Oh, here's what we do. The full bait and the switch. Dropper lords. Very convincing. Alright, you really gotta sell it. So this is a loose interpretation of cloaking device, I will admit, but like... Oh, what the hell is that? Ah!
광맥 고갈됨.
I think he has ravens!
군락지 군단 병력이 공격받고
He
있음.
definitely has turrets here! Don't worry about me!
유전자
Nope, these are not the roaches you're looking for!
고갈됨.
Don't worry about it!
군단 병력이 군락지가 직접
아.
공격받고 있음.
Well,
New subscriber.
no, look at me!
Too much underscore dot is chilling for 4 months.
Stay distracted! No, the main base is kinda gone. Nom 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 nom.
공격받고 있음. 말라버림.
So they heal faster when they're burrowed as well. Important to note. So yeah, the overlords are taking kind of a backseat to the burrow move roaches here, but here we are. There's my opportunity.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
He has some... Oh yeah, I have a spire. I forgot because it was cloaked.
군단 병력이
Classic mistake. And now I'm super supply block. Oh my god.
광맥 소진됨. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Okay, he's got detection.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있어.
My cloaking device works so well that he just never saw the roach. And it burns!
군단 병력이
No, we now have the corruptors on the way as well, so. The main base is mostly gone.
광물지대 말라버린 군락지야.
What a mess.
받고 있어.
Alright. Not salty, nor I think a smurf, so really he's just lying. And, I mean... just lying to people. So, Overlord Cloaking Device is more like a metaphor for Roach Burrow Device. Well, yeah, it's a front for Tunneling Claws Salesman. Did that dude say he was a Smurf? No. His name was Salty Smurf. So if by saying it, you mean naming himself it, which is much, much less obvious. You saw him never mind. Superintendent Marcel the Bautista Satal. That's probably something very cool, but sorry I just showed up. I mean like he typed right at the end there as well. Overlord Cloaking Device. If I had to give myself, if I had to give myself a rating out of 10 on how much I followed Overlord Cloaking Device, I would give myself a 4. But then I'd add like 2.5, 2.9, probably about that, for following the spirit of the Cloaking Device. So, I think that leaves us at a nice approximation. So, it really should just remove... Oh. So, earlier we were talking about what does swarm host mean? And I'm like, I'll just put swarm host in quotes. And here we are. Ricky and the boys. Ricky, Bobby, and the whole team. So, this does leave a little more room for interpretation, I think. For sure. Swarm host. Like, this is one that it wouldn't even have to be necessarily swarm host. It would still, like, one swarm host is the key part. It's really like the special sauce on any Zerg strategy. You just... It's like... It's like cashews in a salad, okay? Why? No one knows. You know what I don't want in my salad? Random nuts. Okay? But guess what I got in my Zerg army? Random swarm hosts. Cashews are delightful. Yeah, I'd like to, like, if I'm gonna go cashews, then I'm going cashews. I'm not going, like, maybe also some cashews sprinkled in there. It's not a perfect... I'm just upset about salad. Moving on. Or maybe like a lower quality nut. Okay, like almonds, any nut you can milk. Okay, we're going into dangerous territory here. Is just make a decision. What are you using them for? Like, I bet they take tons of water to grow. Very dense. Yeah, you guys know almond milk. It's like milk, but worse. You can milk any nut? Well, says the expert. That's nutty, bro. That's cracked. Like many nuts, if you need to milk them. Or maybe there's like a press or something. I don't... It's probably a whole process. There's probably dozens of slow-mo videos with higher quality than even Loco's uploads on it at 140 frames per second. Anyways, Swarm hosts exist. And you know what? You know what the big issue with Swarm hosts is? The Select All Army. They are not a Select All Army compatible unit. Not at all. Because, of course, they ideally live for more than one round of hosting. I think we're going to go 2-base Swarm host, and we're going to see where that gets us. Probably not very far, but... Is one obligated to go for Nidus with Swarm host? No, but it's like having a biscuit without butter. Like, one is not obligated to do so, but... I mean... You'll be judged. The Swarm hosts scamper around pretty quick, too.
Spurv is
Like,
chilling for 1 month.
Are we big on the almond milking? So the key, well, if he does scout it, he will, and probably rightfully think, it's Mutas. Alright, you know what? Let's sell him on the 3rd. Let's offer up a drone to the slaughter. Here, come kill these creep tumors. Yeah, come on, Clem! Come on, Clem! Oh, well, I guess I gotta take this 3rd now. Okay. Here I am, expanding again.
군단이 진화했음.
What am I gonna do with this 3rd? Like, it's a liability. But it's a liability that might sell him on the idea that I'm not going Swarm. Maybe we can combine all the strats together. Swarm hosts drop. Alright, Hellions go out, Zerglings come in. You can't explain that. Unless you know what an Overlord is, in which case you can explain it pretty easy. Wow, surprising amount of damage. You know what? I'm gonna flaunt it. All right, I'm just gonna put that. Why does he have two? Why does he have a reactored starport? Is my question. Like, what are you doing with that? What's your plan there? He didn't have an armory. What are you gonna do? Build medevacs? For your heck bats? Or something? I don't know. I guess he could try to get by there. Okay. Like I said, this is a good chew toy. That's exactly how I phrased it, I think. So this is where the Nidus comes in handy. Yeah, this is gonna get weird. Okay, the Swarm host out on the map before he gets home. Alright, close the door, close the door! Is he just gonna leave? What? Who does that? What's wrong with you? He's like, we had great success. Okay. Comes all the way home. Absolute madman.
광물지대 말라버린
Like, I can't use this while this is here. Okay, he's heading out.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Hold position. SCV kills. Pretty intense. Armory? They do so much damage, it's insane. I accidentally hotkeyed. No, guys. Guys, run! You're supposed to run! This is why we have the Nidus! Oh no, they're waddling after me! He's definitely gonna go to Hellion mode. He's gonna remember that Hellbats are useless.
받아들일 수 없는 광맥 고갈
Oh my god, all of us have put on too much weight since the war!
진화 완료. 변이 완료.
He's pre-lifted. See if we can get some add-ons here.
공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
We got the gases, which is pretty good as well. We need to use these on cooldown if possible. This is why... Oh, that's a lot of swarm hosts. They really stack up quick, don't they? This is a little awkward. Was that all of my locusts? Bro. I mean, eventually his army's going to be large enough to matter. Oh yeah, you can just make infestors with the same building. It's called an infestation pit, not a Hilton hotel. I mean, here I am. Not sure what your long-term... Oh my god! Ricky! God damn it! So we found the worst Zerg unit is countered by the worst Terran unit. We figured it out. Alright? Who would have thought?
군단이 진화했음.
Move it in. More house. My supply is so high, yet my unit count. I mean, welcome to Swarm House.
지하 직접 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
We burn the planetary.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Come back! This is still very awkward. Hello. If only the Locust had the upgrade from campaign. What are you gonna do about it, Medivacs?
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
They are everywhere! I actually have no idea where my swarm hosts that are off cooldown are. Oh. Run away! Whoa! Scurry! I'm maxed out? Oh my god. A lot of management needing to be done. He's out here somewhere. He still doesn't have combat shield.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 말라버림.
They're coming! We're just gonna have a couple just floating around, ready to deal with him if he drops on top of us. Aha! My babies! Ah, wait, that wasn't enough. Alright,
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Ooh.
진화 완료. 광맥 소진됨.
The Liberator! What if Swarm Host could burrow move?
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Hello. I'm just gonna go ahead and, if you don't mind, I'd like to see the inside of your base.
광맥 고갈됨. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Hello.
광맥 고갈됨.
You see, I know a few things about being a good host, and I gotta say right now, you're not being one. Alright. Ah!
광맥 고갈됨.
He shouldn't have had the energy. Unless... We're leaving!
군단 병력이 공격받고 있어.
Brenda! What? Karen! We're finally here!
변이 완료.
Revenge! Get the orbital! I didn't think this would happen.
광맥 소진됨.
Okay, and then we block it from landing.
군락지가 직접 공격받고 있어. 광물지대 말라버림. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Hey, stop. Oh, God.
군락지가 직접 공격받고 있음.
I mean, he may run out of units. He can't actually deal with anything that's burrowed. He has one orbital that's about to die. I can't burrow my hatcheries, which is a major design flaw in my opinion.
광맥 소진됨. 베스핀 가능성 고갈됨. 베스핀 가능성 소진됨. 광물지대
He's starting to run low on the building counter. GG! Swarm host. I hope everyone can agree that was swarm host. I did my best to execute a swarm host strategy. Yeah, I call that the almond milk strategy. The almond milk salad. If you would. Sergeant Robin of the Woods. The siege tank. Well, I guess the siege tank. The siege tank killed 13 locusts. Wait. 3 SCVs, 1 reactor, and a bunker. Which is, a hard day of work for a siege tank. Good old-fashioned proxy hatch. The usual. It's not original. It's not new, but I think an exciting display. Will it proxy inside the main? Well, I think this is kind of a like play it by ear situation where I'm gonna send the drone out. And then now I had a very important, and it was a hotly contested poll on YouTube on whether a Zergling getting promoted or a Zergling becoming a Baneling was a promotion or a punishment. And I think of over 10,000 votes. Yes, hotly contested. Slightly more people said punishment, interestingly. So, that is, like, I guess you could say the same for the drone as well, like, with a drone, is becoming a hatchery a promotion, or is it a punishment? And honestly, maybe depends on the drone. The banelings die? Everyone dies. Okay. At least the baneling knows when. That was pretty quick to be going down your ramp. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pretend it didn't happen. Alright? Every other part of the build is gonna be just standard. We're just gonna cut that right off. Unless he decides to not let me. The proxy hatch is simply just that. Full stop. Period. Exclamation point. Question mark. Arrows everywhere. Alright, we got our title. And also...
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
There will be no scouting here upon this day. You probably just stop moving, because the scout was sent out. Yeah, Just ignore it. I said we're cutting out. We're pretending it doesn't exist. The estranged hatchery. Wow. Yeah, like, I think honestly, in many of these scenarios, you hit them with a spicy, zesty cheese like this, and then you just play a straight up. Like, there's no other. You know what? We're gonna go with the double spin. All right.
Kupako is chilling.
Okay, it's a little late for the 12 pool. We're gonna spin one more time. What do we got? The giraffe migration. The rare double spin move. All right. Quite a strong follow-up. I mean, getting one bunker is the... Oh, getting one bunker, I think, is the play. 2 bunkers is a bit much, but it is scary. But I think if you were looking for what the actual response is to that, it would be just a bunker. Because you get that, like, it's only a 25 mineral restocking fee. So. I should have tried to scout with the broodlings, but remember, we're working our way towards the giraffe migration build here. He's cleaned it up. I should probably acknowledge the fact that he could build some units now. Though, getting mass queen is just, it's not like a crazy Zerg strat. It's the standard build, so... Get the creep between the bases. Some spores. Get creep over here. Roach one's done. I'll get the lair in the main. Fine. We're gonna have roaches for cover, which is very good at getting in the way of things for relatively cheap. Like, I'll be happy we can get to like 56 turns. It's actually a little far off now. Gotta be careful, because remember, every time, just like that proxy had, you build a building,
받아들일 수 없는 명령.
a drone dies. I'm seeing little things on the mini-map. Pretty solid push coming together there. Bring the queens. This is very dangerous. If I don't handle it just right,
군단
could end up
병력이
being very bad.
공격받고 있음.
He does have stem as well. So. Does he want to hit the needle one more time? He's really holding off. He wants my queen. Can't have her.
받아들일 수 없는 명령임.
Roach speed. Okay, we'll get some more ovies, and eventually we do need spines for the giraffe migration. How many drones? 54? It's not quite gonna do it.
받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 광맥 고갈됨.
You know, if cannons get shield upgrades, spine crawlers should get carapace upgrades. It's only fair.
변이 완료.
If spines and spores got carapace upgrades, that would definitely change late game ZVP, by the way. So, just food for thought. Honestly, another very dangerous push.
굴락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 굴락지가 직접 공격받고
He's holding off the stem needle so well.
공격받고 있음.
And then that was not good for him. Those corrosive bliles. Ideally, we got the spines, but he's just... I don't know, I might have to fail the challenge. Because Marine Tank is definitely the army that is least susceptible to a good old giraffe migration. I do have the drone count now. Well, tanks in general are pretty low on the list. I'm getting a 60-something drones. Hydra range. OV speed on the way. Get some creep spread.
유전자 변형됨.
At
군단
the
변이 됨.
potential extraneous bases.
진화 완료. 받아들일 수 없는 명령.
The fact I'm killing all the tanks every time. That's a big deal. You don't want that tank count getting all built up.
공격받고 있음. 굴락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 굴락지가 직접 공격받고 있음.
He has really held off the actually sieging the tanks, which is good self-control right up until they probably should be sieged. All right. 80 drones. Of course, that number's gonna dip when we need to build our forests.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있어.
He has 0 upgrades, which are not particularly high.
광물지대 말라버.
It has been some strong timings. The first one was on the scary side. I don't know. Is that a second infestation pit? You never have too many.
군락지가 진화 완료하고 있어. 받아들일 수 없는 군락지가
Also gotta keep building the queens.
유전자 변형됨. 군단 변이 됨. 광맥 고갈됨.
Very scary. Don't go.
받아들일 수 없는 명령임.
Begin the creation of the great forests.
받아들일 수 없는 명령임.
Get lurker range.
변이 완료.
But those are only secondary to make sure the spawns have their backbone. We need to open up some space.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있어.
Is it time for the migration? These tanks may be a bit optimistic. We're gonna need to draw his attention elsewhere. One lurker.
군락지가 직접 공격받고 있음.
Widowmine's the worst.
공격받고 있음.
Prepare the assault.
병력이
I don't know what happened to the lurkers, but forward march.
전막 위에서 변태 군락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 광맥 소식도 전막 위에서 변태야. 전막지가 어디 수 없는 병이 있음. 받아들일 수 없는 병이. 받아들일 수 없는 병이. 전막 위에서 변태야. 군락지가 직접 받아들일 수
Are you sure this is helping more than hurting? I am not sure of that at all.
군락지가 직접 공격받고 있어. 군락지가 직접 공격받고 있어.
Unfortunately,
공격받고 있어.
the spine crawlers are not the most ideal.
변형 시대 말라버림. 광맥 고갈됨. 광맥 소진됨.
But another run. It would work better with, like, air unit.
받아들일 수 없는 명령임.
But we work with what we have. Like, well, you chose to get that. Shut up! We work with what we have. The migration must continue.
광물지대 말라버림.
The spines must flow.
없는 명령임.
Need more creep as well.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 베스핀 간헐천 고갈됨.
Oh, he's with the bait and switch. Very clever.
군락지가 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
I blinding crowded my own. Lurker, so that was not great, but otherwise pretty good. Oh, we still have Lurker. Don't push directly into him with spawns. Use them for a run-by. That is where they are strong. Are you saying at the front with the tanks is where they're strongest offensively?
광맥 소진.
Well, fuck, guys. I thought their offensive potential would be realized at the back of their main. Shit. Are you saying that pushing directly into siege tanks is not the highest percentage play? Oh my god. I might finally get to diamond now.
광물지대 말라버림. 광맥 고갈됨. 군락지가 직접 소진되고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광물지대 말라버림. 광맥 소진 수 없는 명령임. 유전자 변형.
Alright! Forward!
변이됨.
March! I don't believe him. To the front!
광물지대 말라버림. 군락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군락지가
They're coming!
공격받고 있음. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 받아들일 전화 병력이 군락지가 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 광맥 고갈됨.
Unfortunately, it seems the big weakness of spine crawlers lies less in its, directional potential and more in the fact that they just kind of die to anything with upgrades. Yet here we are.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Oh, what? I just unburrowed the lurker for him.
군단 병력이
How
공격받고
kind.
있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광맥 소진 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 배수받고 있음.
Almost lost Viper.
군락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 베스핀 간헐천 고갈돼.
Does he still have units? He does! Don't worry, we have spines. That's when? So the giraffe migration. Unfortunately, it seems like attacking directly into the siege tanks may not have been my strategic, the ideal strategic move. But despite that, we were able to prevail. I think for this cheese hour, my cheese hours always end up... Oh my god, thank you! Thank you for the tips! Now I can finally use hotkeys. You made only 69 SCVs throughout. Alright. The German taxi build. This is the proto-queen push. Before everybody just said fuck it and committed to going for just walking queens across the map, there was the German taxi build. For the more discerning European Zerg, where I think named after Lambo, I believe, thus German taxi. Where you get Overlord speed and you ferry queens across in a Dropper Lord to join your push. Nowadays, we just build a bunch of queens and walk across. But back in the day, we used to, back in the day, you could bring queens. Queens could fly. Alright? What? What do you mean? So, most usually done to do a quick all-in against someone. This was before we settled into the full Sky Toss meta. So nowadays, there's too many queens for the taxis. And people realize queens may not walk fast, but it's not so slow, it's an unviable strategy. So, that is why the German taxi build fell out of style for the, oh no, it's Pickle Rick! Once again, I don't know if this is the Pickle Rick of, essentially cheesing me on my main account, and then I'm making fun of him, and then him being like, hey, why are you so mean? And then I felt a little bad. So, speaking of, here we are. We're gonna do a German taxi build. Yeah. Which I'm sure will make him feel a lot better. Alright, able to secure the natural, a rare sight. I zoned out and I forgot I wasn't going for a standard build. Not that anything changes now. But I just... So... I'm gonna... well, actually, wait, what was that? What do you mean? No! Just edit it! We do editing now! It's a thing! Alright, be right back. Hey everybody, I'm Winter, and I'm here to talk to you all about September here on Twitch. For September, you get 20% off new subs and gifted subs. Are you a lazy son of a bitch who has me on your phone like an hour in and are falling asleep and suddenly the loud noises and music have woken you up and you haven't yet subscribed on Twitch? Well, guess fucking what? It's 20% off for all of September, and I doubt too many people will watch this after that. But if you do, it's probably not 20% off. You missed out, but never. There's always Prime Gaming, so smash that like button like a German taxi smashing into, a void ray. That doesn't make any sense. Either way, thank you. Good night. Alright, thank you guys for sticking around. We're back to the German taxi build. I keep saying it. Keeps being weird. Is that a wall? Okay.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
There. We're gonna need OV speed. This is already a weird start to things. Because usually with this, yeah, it's a very I need more hatcheries. You're in a bit of an odd scenario now. I don't think the rings are gonna cut it. And I need, like, it kind of defeats the purpose if you don't have 4 queens. So, I'm gonna queue up Overlord speed. And the reason you need the lair is because otherwise you can't build dropper boards, so. Oh, I do have 4 queens. You see, now we just build a bunch of langs. The queens will break through. This is not the cleanest execution, I will say. Might as well have, like, overlords for the lings as well. Like, everybody getting specialties. Oh. Yeah, ling speed might have helped. But this is challenge mode, alright? So here we are.
군단이 진화했음.
Like, you don't need ling speed. He's got a bunch of gateway units. You know, he probably has an observer, is what we're looking at. Because otherwise, there's no reason he should be just building a bunch of random-ass batteries. So we have to assume he has an observer somewhere here. In this case. And of course, building the batteries doesn't solve your problems. When they can just drop into the main.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Okay, so not a total success, but not a total failure, leaving us in a bit of an odd spot. I will admit, especially without Zergling speed, which probably could have made a significant difference. But here we are. It's time for some queen-based harass. Mm. Yeah, one could, if one was so inclined, say I'm in a bit of a pickle at the moment
때 말라버림.
because of Rick here, but I would recommend one didn't,
공격받고 있음.
but
광맥 소진됨. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광맥 고갈됨.
let us see. Any more base?
진화 완료.
Now we figure out whether those upgrades are enough. The queens going to work. You can't recall them, unfortunately, but
군락지가 직접 공격.
major design flaw in my opinion.
광맥 고갈됨.
Well, I'm glad we could educate Pickle Rick on the correct method to play Zerg. Inspired by the people, for the people, against the people. The German taxi build coming through. What exactly is German taxi again? Das ist whatever you want it to be, mein Freund. So, danke for watching, and like, subscribe, ring the bell. Thank you for inspiring this cheese hour. Make sure to check out the rest of September with so much potential content if you subscribe today. So thank you for watching. Good luck. Have fun. Stay tuned.